The Oblivion Remastered was dropped very recently, and very unexpectedly. There was the leak of the screenshots of the remaster, and then there was the presentation where the game was already out when the presentation was going on, so it kind of negated the presentation. But it came out recently, and there was a lot of talk around Bethesda, considering that Starfield, being Bethesda's latest release, was a kind of a nail in the coffin for some people, but not the final nail. It was like a nail. A series of nails have been put into a Bethesda coffin. You know, with certain things that they do, sometimes the nails get pulled out of the coffin, like with Doom. You know, you had Fallout 76, which was like a few nails in their coffin, but then you get Doom Eternals, and then they take out a few of those nails because Doom Eternal's pretty cool. It was a great sequel. You know, a video game company has to have a good run at some point and then fall off a little bit, at least a little bit. I mean, every video game company has done that. Even like something like EA. EA used to be pretty cool video game company. Ubisoft actually used to be kind of decent. I mean, they weren't the best. They didn't have like the best games, but they had games that were decent. Bethesda had kind of a shaky run with Starfield. It, you know, the talks behind Starfield of it being like it's going to be the best game ever made.
We have dreamt of a game where we can truly break the creation engine in every aspect. Once you've all upgraded your PCs, you'll be able to explore thousands of barren planets where a real sense of loneliness will start setting in.
And it was just like average and such. Really wasn't anything special. But I wanted to talk about the Oblivion Remaster for one big reason. I want to mention the Skyblivion. Now, Oblivion Remastered got dropped very unexpectedly, like pretty much without notice, you know. And in the past 10 years, like for well over a decade, there's been a mod that's been tracked and developed on called Skyblivion. Now, this mod, it's a mod where a lot of independent volunteers are helping make a mod where they recreate the entirety of Oblivion in the Skyrim engine. And they've been making this thing for over a decade now. And out of nowhere, we get the Oblivion Remastered drop, and it kind of, if you know about Skyblivion, it kind of like, I don't want to say it's kind of a hard blow, but it is. It's a hard blow to the Skyblivion team in a way, because there was no news on this. But at the same time, they've been making this thing for over a decade. Like, it is what it is. They're independent people. They're not like professional people, but I'm pretty sure that the Oblivion Remastered team that got outsourced to Singapore or something, they probably made it in like 2 years, honestly. But I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny when the Oblivion Remastered dropped, and then I thought, damn, Skyblivion, that sucks for them. But then again, they've had over a decade to release something for Oblivion, so it's not like a bad thing or anything. You know, I wish them well and such. Like, I hope they actually finish the mod. I guess they're perfectionists or something. They want to make it, like, very true to form, which would be good to see. But again, they've had 10 years. Because here's the thing. I think Skyblivion, we need Skyblivion more than ever. And I think the reason is because, I mean, you look at Skyblivion, especially in those early days, it didn't seem like it was going to go anywhere. A lot of these mod makers that, you know, promise, like, big mods, usually don't even like release their mods, or it's like very underwhelming. Like, the modding community is like, it's like average at best. There's some really cool stuff, but it's, you know, there's no guarantee with like any mod. Especially there's there's right now there's supposedly someone making the entirety of Fallout New Vegas and the Fallout 4 engine, and I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but if it's going to happen, it's usually going to be like, even saying that, you know, that you're gonna make the entirety of Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4, it's kind of like biting off more than you can chew. With Skyblivion, the fact that it was like very, very much tracked and such, and, you know, it being a passion project is pretty cool and all. And, you know, I think it does help for that field where people are in the field of video gaming and wanting to develop games and such. So I think it does help like the people that were making the mod itself, so that they can get it in an experience, maybe even put it on their resume to show some of the work that they did. And there's a lot of work that went into a Skyblivion. But again, like I said, a professional studio probably made the Oblivion Remaster in like 3 years, 2-3 years, Definitely not a long time. Of course, they have the advantages of like porting over all the assets from Oblivion and even like the mechanics and such. And here's the thing, here's my final little point on Skyblivion. I hope they release it because we need it more than ever. The team behind it's probably like really meticulous, and I think it's gonna help their careers. From the Skyblivion project, I think it's really gonna help the people that contributed to it towards their like future careers, if they have a future career in any type of video game design, because that's a fantastic thing to have like on your resume. I think that goes more of a long way than like saying you made like an independent game that you sold for $1 on Steam and it's like the most basic thing ever. I think Skyblivion is needed more than ever for a few reasons. The biggest reason, this is why I wanted to talk about this. The Oblivion Remastered was made on the Unreal 5 engine. Now it's kind of a meme at this point, and I don't want to like kind of beat a dead horse, but the Unreal 5 engine, and not everyone, but there's a few people that know that the Unreal 5 engine is like so overplayed and it's overstayed its welcome. I don't want to say, I mean, I hate the engine. I really hate it. I don't hate it. It's nice. There's some cool things about it, but it makes every video game look the same. It makes all the games, listen, the games are, they look good. Don't get me wrong, the games look good. Unreal 5 has like some good looking type games, I guess. But every game is on there, and there's something about the engine that's just not, it doesn't make the games look unique. Like here, a way that I don't know if I can describe this properly, but I'm gonna try to. A unique title of a game that you play will always be plagued by the Unreal look. This game is unique, but it's on Unreal. And you can tell it's on Unreal. And something about that takes away from the experience. I mean, back in the day, there were engines that were very tired and played out. Like on the PlayStation 2 era, there was renderware, which every GTA was on renderware, and the old GTAs look old, and they look unplayable. There's a lot of games that were on renderware where you're playing the game and you go, this is a renderware game. Like, I like the idea of the game, the concept of the game, but the engine itself is just not fun to play in. You know, there's more advancements in other game engines, especially around that time. But what I'm saying is that Oblivion Remastered, some of the screenshots, they look like the Harry Potter game. Like, am I wrong in saying that? Or, like, it looks no different than, that could be the Horizon 3, that could be Horizon, you know, the Wukong 2. I mean, it's just basic if this wasn't Oblivion, it would just be nothing. Like, you would have to have the side-by-side comparisons for the original Oblivion and the Oblivion Remaster to see, like, any type of difference of, like, uniqueness. Like, this is a generic game without the original source material of Oblivion. This is why we need Skyblivion. The Skyrim engine, say what you will about the creation engine, it's buggy, it's stupid, it's bad, it's no good, it's outdated, but it looks more unique than the Unreal Engine. Look at Skyrim. Look at the game itself is so unique, you can't say that it looks like any other game. Skyrim looks like no other game. Oblivion looks like no other game, even for 2006 and even for 2025. Everyone knows it's green, it's blurry, and I like the HUD. I like the HUD of Oblivion, that bottom left, just those little 3 things. It looks very nice. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But the remaster is just another game. It's a copy-paste into Unreal to have Oblivion in Unreal 5. It looks no different than any other game. So we need Skyblivion to at least make the comparison or to have like some type of argument that maybe Unreal isn't the best way to go for making games. You know, everyone's always jumping on the Unreal, the next one. Why? Because their presentation shows that it's real, it looks true to life. And that's bullshit. Imagine if every game that you played that was brand new that came out was like watching an A24 film. Unreal Engine is like A24. Every A24 movie looks exactly the same. I don't want every game that I play to be an A24 film. And to be honest, I hate like half of the A24 catalog. It's just so, it looks exactly the same. Every A24 film looks exactly the same. It's got that vignette around the side. Contrast is like, you know, like it's darkened, but like the colors pop and such. And that's Unreal 5. Unreal 5 is like, as soon as you see Unreal, it might as well have the A24 logo beside it. It doesn't mean it's... You're telling me I'm supposed to expect the game to be good because it has an A24 logo beside it? Oh, that means it must be good. This must be the best game ever made. It's A24 of video games. Of course it's going to be good. It's got the logo. No, I'm sorry. I'm ranting. I really am ranting. I'm going to cut it off right there. But what I'm saying is, we need Skyblivion more than ever so people can actually see like the uniqueness that is in the assets that are created, handmade, as opposed to just presets. Like, Unreal has a lot of presets that you can choose from. There's like generative type things where you don't have to do handcrafted type stuff as much, where they take off the workload. But it takes away from the uniqueness of what a game can actually be. That's basically what I'm saying. So like, take a look at the Khajiit from the Oblivion Remastered. I'm not gonna say anything, but they ruined my race. They didn't ruin it, but this is what I mean. It's not like, and it might have been just like the outsourced thing or whatever, but the Khajiit in the Oblivion Remaster remind me of that one PBS show about the lions. It was like Storytime Lions or something like that. It was a kid show about lions that read like story or something like that. But the Khajiit looks like one of those lions. In Skyrim, he actually looks like a thief, and I like that. I like that. In the original Oblivion, we can kind of move past that. It's 20 years. It was 20 years ago. That was state-of-the-art technology at the time. And you can't say that it doesn't look good. Like, it does look good. The basic human races or human-esque races look good. That's what Unreal looks like. Even in Skyrim, those races look pretty identical. There's not too much variety, but I mean, like, the Argonian looks very unique, and in this game, it has a different approach. It just has a different approach. But that almost sounds like I'm complaining a little bit, so it's not anything terrible, but do games truly need to, are games losing that unique feeling because of what is offered in Unreal? Like, that, are we losing the handcrafted quality? And I think with Skyblivion, we can make it that direct comparison. We know everything was handcrafted in the creation engine. We know that Oblivion looks a certain way. So to have it updated with the Skyrim engine, creation engine, compared to the Unreal engine, I think we'll be able to see whether or not there's a unique difference. Like, if it does make that big of a difference, we'll be able to see it in Skyblivion. And I think that's why we need Skyblivion more than ever. People think that the Skyblivion team is devastated because of the Oblivion Remaster. Maybe, but think about it again. If Oblivion Remaster was made on the new creation engine, sure. But it's made on Unreal. You can top the Unreal engine. And based on the things that we've seen in Skyblivion, honestly, I mean, it looks amazing. Like, a lot of the work that they're putting in and such. Honestly, I think it's still fun to have the Oblivion Remaster and play that, and then to be able to go and play the Skyblivion mod. Here's the thing, it's not just like you play the game once, you beat it, and then you put it down. It's a Bethesda game. You're gonna be able to, if you haven't played Oblivion in a while, that's one of those games where you'll make 10 profiles and play each one of those profiles for 50 to 100 hours. So, you play 200 hours on the remaster, you play 200 hours on the Skyblivion, everybody wins. Yeah, whatever.
Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated my mother.